Amazing, Dr. Mungwa. I'm happy you brought in some of the things. I am saying this with no form of pride, but I think it's a privilege that for the past 2 years I have been in the forum that you are in, the same forum with the lobbyist, the main lawyer and lobbyist who helps the government to talk with some of these um, congressmen and to penetrate the United States government system in the way he has been doing. And so I felt really astounded a few days seeing as some certain Ambazonians, I wouldn't really say they're ignorant, but actually being diabolic. And because of the silence of the government, trying to water down every effort that the president or the government is doing. As we're speaking, I'm going through this platform there. Most recently, the president's executive assistant, about 5 months or 4 months ago, was added. That's Professor Tebo. You myself and others, I don't want to call the name, with the lobbyists. I can see how many meetings organized with congressmen by the lobbyists that the president has to attend. So my question now is, I'm saying this purposefully so that the public is aware. My question is, of these congressmen I know, especially during the months of October, November, December, January, especially after Trump's inauguration, the appointments you were having with, sometimes you will be there with the president, or most times, if I would say, were many. How, of these 22 congressmen, how many of them that I know you met were Republicans?
Zero. They were all
Come again?
Democrats. In fact, that's correct.
Okay.
And in one occasion, I met the staffer in just myself and our lobbyist, and we're able to lay our
Okay.
case. So it's been extremely intense, and we have to understand this that when a government runs on a platform, that is extremely powerful. If immigration wasn't on the platform, it would have been a totally different story. It means that those Americans, I feel those who were here during the elections, I mean, I'm sure even outside the country, you saw how important immigration was. And it will be very difficult for Trump to ignore it. In as much as there's a real legal and founded basis for our case to be
Yeah.
ruled differently. I think Barrister Mbesa, I want to take this occasion to thank our three great panelists who've been doing a remarkable job uh, to enlighten Ambazonians about, especially what is happening within the United States vis-a-vis our fight for sovereignty. The government came to power because of immigration. I think it was one of the issues, the immigration and the economy, and
Yeah.
they must deliver. It is
Mhm.
We don't have a choice in that. But regardless, we still have to fight. We have to demonstrate that our case is different. We are not changing the tone. We are not saying
Yeah.
that because the government came to power on the basis of on the platform of migration, we are going to uh, turn back. No, we are not. We are going to provide all the evidence. We are going to make sure that the language is clear. We are going
Yeah.
uh, to bring to the table what is actually happening back in Ambazonia today. I'm sure you must have noticed that even um, Nash actually published what is happening, the frustrations that Ambazonians are going through in the hands of local La Republic policemen. That's
Yeah.
part of the evidence. And Nash is a Republican, for those who do not know that.
Yeah.
Nash is a Republican. He's not a Democrat.
Yeah.
And he recognizes and he sees exactly what is happening to us on a daily basis. So we are not holding back. But we just want to make Ambassadors understand that in this fight, we may lose some. We may win some, but we want to win the war. These are all battles. We may lose some battles, but we want to win the war. And I think we are going to win the war. I'm very certain about
Amazing.
that. But I can understand
Not
the frustration of those Ambazonians who may be at harm's way if they go back. But I hope that's going to be it will be short-lived, because we are hitting where it is most important, because we are all prisoners. We have to win the
Dr. Mungwa.
war.
Very
Yes.
quickly, I want you, for the sake of time, so we can get into the Zoom meeting and begin activities of today. And the panelists are still here. I'm going to be bringing them shortly. Are you and the lobbyists considering approaching the lobbyists? I know he's working on that. But are you considering, or is the government, not you as Dr. Mungwa, is the government considering approaching more Republican congressmen as we speak? And I know the relationship with Marco Rubio, which we have discussed on air before, but do we think before now and June that's enough, a lot of time for so much to change? Policies can be influenced, the law can be reversed. Is there any reconsideration of the government's diplomatic strategy as we speak?
That is a strategic position that we have to take. I know where you are driving us to. Of course, we are going to talk to all those who know our story, regardless of which party they are from. We just want to make
Okay.
sure that certain actions that will require will not negatively affect the higher uh, objectives of our fight. I don't know if I make it clear to you.
Yeah, you have made it clear. I know that you are avoiding to say something, which I wanted you to say, but I get it. And I applaud the work that the government is doing already. It's just unfortunate that a lot of
Listen, let me make
Amazon,
it very clear to you. If it
yeah,
was a situation where these people on the TPS, they made a contribution to the government that we are going to provide $100. We are 4,000 of us. We are 5,000 of us. We wouldn't have to go through the Republicans. We go straight to court.
yeah,
We'll find the lawyers to be able to break it down for us and make sure that that doesn't go through. But we don't have it, so we can't go literally begging in a way. What are you going to say? You are going to just show them the evidence that everybody has seen. That evidence is there for everybody to consume. But whether it's
yeah,
going to change their political alliance, that's a different story altogether. You think they don't know? They don't have to wait for us to know about it. They know about it. But is it aligned with their political mission? Their
yeah,
political mission is far more important than our problem. That's one thing you have to understand. Are you getting my
yeah,
point? Their
yeah, very,
political stance, as far as immigration is concerned, is far more powerful. However, we can be lucky that they would look into the evidence and say, well, in this particular case, let us make it go. But on the other hand, if we had the financial resource, if we have $500,000 today, we are going to hire lawyers. You don't hire lawyers with on bended knees, cap in hand. You hire them with money. Some have even criticized us paying lobbyists. What do they want us to do? People think that when you tell people that, oh, they are killing people in Ambazonia, it moves people. You think people are dying only in Ambazonia throughout the world? Have you seen what is happening in Ukraine?
yeah,
But what did they do recently? They gave $50 billion to Trump. I want to buy our weapons. They didn't come cap in hand begging. They brought money. People are being burned and killed. So Ambazonians have to understand that this war is our war. It is us to liberate ourselves. It is not crying on the streets. We have gone past demonstrations. Let me make it very clear.
Yeah.
We are actually working with the with legislature. We have met in with legislatures, and we have prepared resolutions to make sure that it favors us.
Hmm.
That's where we are at this point. It's not standing at the roadside with placards. We have gone past it. Do not drag us back. We have direct communication with Democrats and Republicans. Direct communication. And we just want to make sure that what we do fits within the strategic interests of Ambazonia. And at the same time, we are not going to behave as if we are the ones controlling the United States government. We are not. We are
That's a
very
fact.
mature in this case.